This is why your emails aren't being opened, because you're spending hours designing an email but only minutes on the subject line. Your subject and preview line are prime real estate, so it's like a billboard. It must capture attention and it must be clear. This is a selection of good subject lines. So the first one here hits on seasonality but also the event of Easter. Love that the subject line has a little play on seasonality with full bloom, but the preview line is what is going to explain it further. Without this preview line, it may have been confusing. But I love how they doubled up and really used the space. Next is Brittany Saunders from Fate. Firstly, she's using her first name in the actual name of the business, which makes it feel personalized. Secondly, the subject line hits on the event of Easter, and the word surprise is also really exciting. What I love is the preview line here. She's used my first name, she's got warning in big capital letters, and she's letting me know it's going to be a long email. This is the personality of the brand, and this is making me want to click and read more. I do want to note that this is not just an everyday email. When you have something special and you're doing something different in email, it will stand out. But if you're doing this all the time, it will become boring and too long. Next is Jenny Bird, and I really like this because it's simple and effective, and it's asking for action both in the subject and the preview line. In the subject line, it's saying your next fave is inside, and the preview line is helping that out by saying open to see what's trending. Together Beauty have nailed this one. I love this subject line because it really hits on a specific customer type. Now, obviously, I am not a blonde, but I still read on because I wanted to know why the blondes were getting all the communication. And I think the preview line is really smart because they managed to bring in the actual product name and the features and benefits. Urgency messaging is the absolute best, and it's going to get you the highest opening. Obviously, when you're having a sale or you have early access to new products, this is where you're going to be using this. I love the subject line here, and also touching on the fact that it is 30 minutes only. The preview line, they layer in a bit more about the products, letting you know that pink is in. So if you didn't know what the early access was, at least it's giving you some insight. They do have a negative. You don't want to repeat yourself because this is prime real estate. So we have 30 minutes in the subject line, but we also have it in the preview line here, and you just don't need that. The last one here by Freddie, I just love the simplicity. Subject line is just landed jeans for men. This is adding excitement, telling you what the product is and who it's for. The preview line is so simple, it's not cluttered, straight to the point, 8 new colors. Subject and preview lines need to work together, and you need to know how to cut out the fluff. If you need some help with this, I have a whole subject line workshop at the top of my page where I introduce you to the SLIM formula. This is a writing formula that I use for every single subject line. At the beginning, it might take you 10-15 minutes, but as you start exercising that task, you'll be able to get subject lines done in a few minutes, and they'll be good.